is a brand new look. We're going to begin this tutorial by discussing how to create a post in your blog on your website. First of all, you want to do is go to your website login page and put in your credentials and proceed to the dashboard on the back end of your website. First of all, I want to let you know there's a difference between posts and pages. Pages is going to be totally different, so be careful not to choose pages, mistaking it for post. Double click on posts and it will go to your list of posts that you already have for your blog. We're going to go ahead and create a new entry here by clicking on add new. Add new would take you to the title page where you can also create a feature image and select categories. For the training purposes, we're going to stay in the uncategorized category. Let's go ahead and create a name for our post. And let's go ahead and select the image on the side, a feature image, and make sure the categories is up under uncategorized. And the reason why we're going to stay there because all of your posts at this point is under uncategorized, and all of them are showing on the front page of your website blog page. Let's go ahead and select a feature image. It's going to immediately take you to your media library. But in the event that your media library do not have the picture or the image you want, you can always go to upload it from your computer by hitting select files, or you can drag and drop in this area. In this case, we're going to stick with the image that is located in your media file library. Click media library, and we're going to go ahead and select a feature image. Images that you select or that you put into your media library, make sure they are 72 megabytes, 72 DPI, so it would be easier to load for your website. Go ahead and select your image like we did and hit select on the right hand side, bottom of the right hand side. In the event that you want to replace the image, you can do so, or you can remove it as well. Since we have what we want, we're going to go to the use Divi Builder button, and this is the area that we do all our creations up on the use Divi Builder. So it is proceeding and saving the draft at the same time, so when we actually go to the area that we want, it will appear. But in this event, since we never created the website or the page before, it's going to come up with 3 options. We're going to stick with build from scratch because it's saved automatically. We now have our feature image. This particular area here on the Divi Builder is a section. It appears blue. It's a purpose for it. So we're going to stick with the green. The green gives us an opportunity to add a row. And in the row, we can create columns. Let's go ahead and click on green. And we're going to choose a particular row that has 1 column or multiple columns and resizable columns. Click on 1 row or 1 column. Under that 1 column, we can select text. When we select text, it's because we're going to either cut and paste our text into this post, or we're going to create text by typing it. In this case, we're going to type in text, or so that that text module will appear. Or you can scroll down and also find it in the list of modules. And the modules is where you want to select anything that you want to create. It gives you a template so that you can start creating it. It can be whatever that item is, you'll be able to create a form, any other information. Just scroll down and take a look. So here we have our text module. The text module is now giving us some dummy text. So you don't want to work with the dummy text, it's okay, but for training purpose, we will. I'm going to cut and paste this information because I'm going to use it later. And so if you don't want to type it, you can cut and paste from your whatever your media information is coming from. You can go ahead and hit Control V on your keyboard. If you have a different computer, find out what that is for cut and paste, and then it would appear in your text editor. And we're going to go ahead and save it. Once you save it, it will go to your post, and wham, and then from this point you can actually edit it, you can save it and go with that as is. But let's say if you want to put an image down here, and we have to create another column, or you can put the picture within the same column that you already have. Only one thing about it, it will come up as, looking kind of funny with one picture. It may wind up on top. You may have to adjust it. To keep from doing all of that, let's make another row. We can keep the same row in place. We're going to choose 2-column row. I'm going to close this pop-up out. As you can see, this gray buttons here is considered to be 2 modules because it's 2 columns here, 1 row though. Let's go ahead and click on that button there, and we want to put an image there. So we're going to go ahead and type in image, and then select it. The pop-up comes up, and we're going to double click on that blank image, and we're going to select a picture from your media library. Again, you can choose your image from your computer as well. Select and upload, and press save, and there you have it. Since I used the 2-column row, it gives me a better format as to what I want to do and how it would look once it's done. So I want to go to the other column and click on the module selection, and I want to put text there. I'm going to scroll down to look for the text. It's much easier to type it in and then it filters to the top because you can keep on moving. Sometimes you can miss it. And go ahead and select it, and the pop-up will come up. As you can see, dummy text is there. You can erase it, or you can add to it, put your own information there. Okay, since I went and added some more information, click on Save Changes. Wow, look at that. Say if I want to continue adding more information, I can double click in this area and give me some space. I can do it that way, and I got it. Or I can just simply bring up the editor. It's kind of tricky. Just got to play with this area so that you can get what you want. All right, so let's say if I want to undo all of that, or if I want to save it, or I want to publish it. You go down to the bottom of your Divi Builder, and you have a setting wheel, and you have options here. Let's deal with the undo with that clock, edit history. I can click on undo, redo, and save as many times as you need to or allow you to. In this case, I want to go ahead and save it. Since we never saved this information before, or we never saved this page before, we just created, it's going to give me the option to publish it or save a draft. If I save the draft, I can come back to it later and complete it, then publish it. But for this case, we're going to go ahead and publish it. Once we publish it and it's up under the correct category, then it will appear on the pages that we want it to appear on. All right, at this point, it is saved. We're going to go ahead and exit at the top, exit out of our visual builder. We're not exiting out of the website. We're not exiting out of the back office, just the visual builder. And we're going to select our area where our blog is listed. And then we're going to see all the pages that deals with all our entry posts, see the posts, all the posts that we have. So in this case, we just got to finish with this particular post. As you see the image that we selected, which is the feature image, and you have the information and the continual information by selecting read more. Once you read more, there you have it. All right, really nice and neat and beautiful. Now, since we have a new convert ministry, and let's say somebody just want to deal with that category by itself, then there we go. We have it up under there. Now, if we go to that category, if we had more of entries up under that category, then it would create that same look that we see up on the uncategorize. Since uncategorize is the main selected page, is going to come up first. Okay, so we're going to go back, click on the Bible teaching button, and we have all the entries up on the category, uncategory. Okay, all right. So this will complete our tutorial. On this tutorial, was able to select an image from your image library or from your media library, or have the option to select it from your computer or your media source. In this case, you was able to implement the image, and it became the feature image. Select the information that you desire, create roles, create a category or two, and you'll be able to save it. You learn how to save, publish, and also undo, and we're done. Thank you for being a part of Facelift Promotions.